It's the hangout, and nothing much has changed. Arsenal lose yet again, and Wenger shows how inept he is as a manager. Abdul, why is your avatar of Christina with an X on him? Can I please know this?
Because he is a cancer to my club.
He has carried your team for 7 years now.
He's a cancer to my club.
So, but is it fair to put all the blame on him?
Yes. Because the team creates chances and he bottles them. So yes, and he's useless.
Okay, look. We'll leave now for towards the end of the hangar, but let's just talk about this whole Arsenal Chelsea game. Quick recap: game 0-0, pretty tight, chances at both ends. Mertesacker makes a dumbass tackle, fouls Costa, gets sent off. Then Wenger, because he's a brilliant tactician, takes off Giroud, his only aerial threat, when you're going down to 10 minutes, which means that crossing is out of the equation. And he believes that with Walcott, Joel Campbell, people who are as tall as freaking Bilbo Baggins will be able to do the business for him. In the end, Arsenal succumbed to yet another defeat against Chelsea.
To
So,
to be fit, to be fair,
to be fair,
Costa dived. He dived. It wasn't really a bad tackle. He dived. If you
if
watch,
but okay, look, but man, okay, in response, we are saying if the intention of the tackle, forget about whatever he did and everything. The very fact that he made that kind of tackle and he didn't get the ball, you guess it.
Exactly. You don't go for that tackle. You let him go through and score. It's better than
That's what for Mertesacker is like, look, you're not going to make that tackle. You've messed up. Let him go in a one-on-one. If he scores, fine. It's 1-0, but you still have 11v11, and you could possibly get back in the game.
In my opinion, I don't blame Mertesacker. Like I don't. Obviously, I blame Mertesacker for taking the risk. But I don't blame Mertesacker for being in that position. I mean, if you're playing in a high line with Mertesacker, then stuff like that aren't gonna happen. So it's Wenger's fault, or Wenger should have told Koscielny to maybe cover more. But it's not. It's not
I
Mertesacker's
think that
fault.
it starts off. Mertesacker shouldn't have even been playing.
Exactly.
Arsenal have a pretty damn solid defender already in their team who, for some reason, doesn't play. And that is Gabriel. Gabriel is just a better defender. Like, Mertesacker was relevant about 4 years ago. That's when he was last. You could even possibly
2 years
say 5 or
ago,
6
in
years
my
ago.
opinion.
What?
2 years ago, he was solid, or maybe 2.5.
No. I mean, but look, as in when I say like relevant, as in we're talking 06 to maybe 08, 09, when he was like a German starter for the national team. That's when you can say, okay, this guy was a relevant player in world terms. He was okay, pretty solid the last 4 years. In the last 2 seasons, he's been pretty much making so many mistakes. And I think with Wenger is that you cannot have loyalty for the sake of having loyalty. That makes no bloody sense. You can't all go, well, we're just being loyal because no. There has to be a reason why you're loyal with someone, and someone has to come good. You can only be loyal up to a point. If a guy hasn't really consistently been good, or he is costing you games, he's costing you goals, you sub him, you replace him.
But it's not. I think Wenger goes with Mertesacker and Koscielny because Gabriel and Koscielny they're too similar. Usually, you want two different types of center backs. They complement each other.
Even beyond that, fact is that you have a defender who is making too many mistakes. Okay, fair enough. Put Chambers then instead. The very fact is that Mertesacker, you're making so many costly mistakes, so you just can't play. So it's whether Chambers, Gabriel, or whatever. The Mertesacker you're playing is costing you games. He's costing your guys points. As
Yeah,
he was at fault against Liverpool. He was at fault.
especially in a match like this when you play a high line, he should have played Gabriel.
Yeah, it's like it's and also first of all, like, why do you even have to play a high line? Costa isn't very quick. He's got very good off the ball movement. So the very fact that Costa was able to outguile Mertesacker just showed you that, my God, because Costa he's not very quick, so he had to use his brains and his intuition to quickly try and get a few yards ahead of Mertesacker because he knows that he doesn't have the speed. Yeah, he even is like, okay, he's slightly faster than Mertesacker, but not by that much because Costa is not a fast guy. So it's like you don't have to play a high line when the team you're playing against isn't that, So
I was mad at Hiddink though. He should have that match could have been worse. I don't know why he started defending after he won
what
a
at the end of
goal
the
up.
day, did he win the game? He won
Yeah,
the
but
game.
it could have been better. Could have been 3-4
Oh no
nil.
no 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 no, Bob, no. Hiddink, that was tactical perfection. Do you know why? That Chelsea defense still has problems. Arsenal with 10 men
True.
were still causing them issues. So Hiddink knows that, look, man, this is still a work in progress. This team defensively are not fully confident yet. So let's just take it step by step and just get these wins. So don't try and be greedy and say, okay, now let's just play with a swagger. No, just keep it simple, keep it nice, keep it solid, get the 3 points. Because
That's
Arsenal
true.
had good. Basically, Flamini had 3 amazing chances, but it's Flamini. Yeah, it's not going to score. Mohamed, man, preach. What happened, man? Give us the lowdown, man.
First of all, I'm keeping a clear head because this
Whoa, a
game.
clear head for what? For the title. Please don't say the title. Please don't say the title. Please.
Oh boy, you're not winning it. Get it through
Man,
your head.
pipe down, my friend. I'm talking to Mohamed. I'll give you the floor after.
First of all, if we won this game, we wouldn't have won the league. If we lost this game, we wouldn't have lost the league either. So I'm saying we have to keep calm and we have to keep going because, of course, we're not gonna finish. There's no way I'm somewhat satisfied for finishing fourth. We have to keep going because I don't even understand why. I don't even know what to say because they clearly targeted Mertesacker. You could see from the first minute, it was Chelsea's tactic was get the ball to Fabregas and then Fabregas look for a run from Costa. And that pretty much went on throughout the whole match. But the thing I don't understand is why we just signed a guy called Hamed El Neni and we still need Flamini. That's why I don't really understand. It makes no sense.
Abdul, man, show respect to your compatriots, man.
No, man. For me, El Neni's like Mikel to you. That guy's garbage.
Nobody's worse than
He's
them.
better than Mikel, I would go as.
No, he isn't. Mikel is actually better, bro.
Oh, okay, look, Manny, man, give us, because I've not heard from you. So, Manny, give us your lowdown on how you saw the match then.
It's another wasted chance for Arsenal to get ahead of Man City to gain points, but it's Arsenal. You never expect anything. As I said before, they're not gonna win any league title.
So tell me specifically, in footballing terms, where did Arsenal go wrong in tactical, strategic terms? Where did they go wrong for them?
See, the problem with Arsenal is they do the same thing too many times. Defensively, the high line doesn't work. You have seen it many times. It fails. They're so predictable. That is their problem. So if you play Arsenal, you can just easily see what they're going to do. They're going to play the same people. All the difference, the thing that changes is when people get injured, then someone gets replaced. That's all. But they still play the same way, still with Giroud up top, one-man striker or whatever. The same thing always. That's why they always fail.
I think Coquelin gave us a bit more different because he's more physical, and we've kind of missed that since he's been injured. But
but the thing, Mohamed, but the point that Mane is making is that.
Yeah, we always say the same thing. Arsenal play the same way.
My thing is that you look at Arsenal's record against Chelsea; it's horrendous. And people say to themselves, okay, why is it that Arsenal can't beat Chelsea? What is the reason?
I think it's a mental block, to be honest.
It's not only that, but Mohamed, it's not only that. It's that if it's almost like thinking of it in very logical terms. If, let's say, you've lost to a team like 3-4 straight times, most managers will say, you know what, we have an issue with this team. So whenever this match now comes, we have to approach it in a different way. If Wenger put his team out in a different setup and still lost, I'll still give him credit that, okay, he's trying something different. Because I believe that if Arsenal played different players, a different formation, different style, they would probably either at least draw or maybe even steal a win.
I disagree with you.
But most teams play that way. Most top teams play the same way week in, week out.
I disagree, though. I don't think it's...
Arsenal have specific kind of players that just not match up against Chelsea, because Chelsea are a very physical team. And the way that Arsenal play, the system
Chelsea killed us pretty much ended our
Double H, it's not just Chelsea, though. Like, Arsenal have a mental problem. Those players always collapse in big moments. Look against Liverpool.
That's not true. That's not necessarily true, man.
No, that is true. That is true.
We beat Man City, so how is that true? We beat
yeah, but that's one win. That's the problem. To win a title, you can't win one big game.
We beat Man City away last season, so that's false.
Abdul, I think I think we have to.
Everyone predicted that they wouldn't beat Stoke.
But that's clearly false because we won against United last season and Man City.
United are crap, man.
And we beat Liverpool. So I don't understand how.
No, I'm just saying.
Look. Basically, the issue is this. The reason why I have come out and I've said I put Leicester City as number one is very simple. It's like, okay, for Man City, they may be favorites, but I just think that, I just don't really trust them. The thing with Arsenal is that, and basically this just goes back to something I've said before. Wenger had this like 4 or 5 year plan that included that Nasri, Hleb, Fabregas, Van Persie, Song, so where he can keep these young players for 5-6 years, and because they've been playing together for 5 years, they can be like Barcelona or Ferguson's United. But Wenger didn't clock in that we're living in a different time now, where players cannot afford to wait 5 years for a medal. So this guy said, look, man, screw this. I'm off to Man City. I'm off to Barcelona. And his big plan backfired, and he's not.
How many times did we say this though? Like we're bored of saying the same thing over and over.
To be honest, I said this in the last hangout we had, one-to-one hangout, that I don't think we'll win a major trophy under Wenger.
Exactly, I've said this 2 years ago too.
But I'm still not.
I said this when I was born, man.
I still hang to my word, but I thought things were going to be different this season.
It's mental. These players are not winners.
But Mohammed, that's the issue, Mohammed, because you said that you're still keeping an open mind, and I am getting from that you still believe that you can win the title.
We have to until the last day. What else are we going to play for then? We have to, because what else are we going to play for? If we just give up.
Mohammed, I'm just trying to tell you that, like, FA Cup, who knows? I'm telling you right now,
FA Cup, man. That won't be enough.
That's your thing. That's your thing. FA Cup is your thing.
Please, man, don't mention.
No. But seriously, Mohammed, I'm just basically, my thing is that, Mohammed, you need to give me a strong enough case that this team have the mental fortitude to win a Premier League title. That when the going gets tough, that this team, that the Ozil can rise up in big games.
Again, I've said before, if I had to pick between Alexis or Ozil to trust, I would pick Alexis all day, because Alexis shows up. But Ozil, when it gets tough, he never, because that's just the player he is.
I mean,
you can't really trust him.
He's just okay. Like let's be real.
Man, there are a lot of Ozil fans. I don't think you want to use the F word, man. So
don't use the F word, man.
I'm gonna say something.
That's just who he is. Like, he's not gonna take the game by the scruff.
I'm not gonna call him a fraud. I'm just gonna say he's a final third passer. So he's so overrated for what he does. Like, if you take away his final third pass, he's useless. Just like we saw.
Well, he actually did.
Why is he so?
He actually builds up from deep.
He's like Pirlo. It's like Pirlo, right?
That's the biggest lie ever. Ozil doesn't build up from deep.
Of course he does. I can give you multiple clips where he does that.
Every time he dropped deep today, he got bossed by Fabregas. Every time Fabregas pushed him up the.
No. Wait, Abdul. Let me now respond to that very quickly, and then I'll go to Kenneth, who hasn't spoken. But quickly for Abdul, I am not giving Fabregas any credits. Do you know why?
Because we never put any pressure on him.
If you're a midfielder and you're playing with a man up, it is far easier.
Oh, no.
You know why? Plus half of no one was actually putting pressure on
Fabregas bossed it from the beginning. Fabregas bossed it from the first minute until the red card.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. Fabregas bossed it from the first minute.
It was Willian. It was Willian.
But Abdul, you can't. Basically, Fabregas, you can say, okay, he maybe bossed maybe for 12 minutes, because that sending off was like in the 12th or 13th minute. So for most of the game, you were playing with a man up, which is so far easier for a central midfielder, which means that you have more time. So I'm not giving Fabregas like.
Plus, just to add to that as well, we didn't actually put any pressure on him. Like, Ramsey and Flamini did actually nothing.
Yeah, that's why, because you're playing Ramsey. The guy's garbage. I don't know why this guy's.
I mean, half a season.
Wait.
Half a season gets you.
Wait. Let me roll to Kenneth. So Kenneth, is your mic working there, sir?
Yeah.
So give us your view, your thoughts on the game. Are we too harsh on Arsenal? How did you view this Arsenal Chelsea snack?
Chelsea is Arsenal's boogie team. is they're like Atletico Madrid before the Copa del Rey, right?
Mm.
They always were losing to Real Madrid before that, and now they're winning games, right? So they just need to win
But
just
well,
once.
but Kenneth, though, this has been happening for a long, long time. A lot longer than when Madrid were finding it hard to beat Atletico.
No, he's talking about the opposite. Us beating Atletico. Because we beat Atletico for like 13 years straight.
Aha, okay. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Until Simeone came and he changed it.
But see, now
They
that's
need a new manager.
the key's right there.
Exactly.
Arsenal, if Arsenal bring in a new manager, they'll start beating Chelsea.
There's actually talk
See?
of Wenger extending his contract to 2 years. So,
Oh my.
yeah,
Oh
that's not gonna happen anytime.
Guys, this is the problem.
It's a
People
curse,
are gonna
man.
think
He's
I'm
not
hating.
leaving.
People are gonna think I'm hating. But when this stuff comes out, it proves that these players are like they get treated to like a loser's mentality. Like they just don't have that winner's mentality. That's why when they see their manager getting a new contract for playing well for 2 months, then they're gonna start thinking, okay, we don't have to win things.
I mean,
Lose
you
all
look
to
at
the
a guy
NFL.
like Ramsey, like he's done nothing pretty much in his whole Arsenal
Yeah,
career.
Ramsey thinks he can
And
play
he's building,
and score a tap in, and it's all good
And
as
he's
long
building-
as
Wait, how are Barcelona even trying to buy that guy? Have I heard
It's a
about
lie,
they're not.
man.
It's a false rumor, man. They're not.
It's a lie. Like, who would buy Ramsey? He's garbage. Mikel is 10 times the player.
Hey, look, Abdul.
That's going too far.
It's actually true. I don't know why you don't rate Mikel.
Please,
Like,
no.
Because he does
Ramsey.
nothing. I mean, literally, he does nothing.
Oh, okay. Look, let's talk Mikel very briefly. See, my thing with Mikel is this. Look, I'm looking at him in that game. He was very important because, again, that's why I say Hiddink put a tactical masterclass on Wenger's ass. Matic and Mikel, 2 defensive mids, said, Arsenal, you're not going to play through us. We will shut down Ozil because we have the physicality and the muscle to make it tough to play to the center. So you're going to always have to put it through the wing, which is what makes Wenger's decision so damn stupid, because the very fact that you had Mikel and Matic in the middle, you can't go through the middle. You've got to now go through the wing, and if you go through the wing, you've now got to cross. How do you cross to guys who are 5 foot or 5?
Just to also add, he was playing Walcott as a left wing and Ozil as a
Oh,
false
Walcott
nine.
is a
What
fraud.
was he doing?
No,
Walcott is horrible, man.
You can't play
fraud.
Walcott as a... I mean,
No, let me talk to Mikel very quickly. Look, Mikel, the issue is this: is that it's sort of like a personal grievance, because look, he had a very important role in that game, and a very important reason as to why Chelsea won that game and why they shut down Arsenal was because of the role that he played in that defensive mid, pretty much being like an extra wall in front of Zuma and Terry. It's just that he's not a great football player. He just is.
No.
you wouldn't
I'll
have
tell-
him in your starting.
I'll tell you why he's better
No,
than Ramsey.
hell no.
Of course not. That's the thing. He's
I'll
not.
tell you why he's better
He
than
can't
Ramsey.
pass. He can't pass.
I'll tell you why he's better
Wait,
than
Abdul
Ramsey.
how
is
old
a
is
better
he?
football player than
28
How-
years old,
How
man.
old is he? How old is he?
28.
28. Look at
28.
Yeah, and he's done nothing in his whole career.
Yo, he seems like he's been there forever.
On the bench, yes.
Look at his positional sense. Like, he stays in position so well, cuts passing lanes. Look at Ramsey. This guy's retarded. He's always playing as a striker.
No.
but Ramsey's a box to
but
box,
Chris,
so
no,
it's
you
different.
just asked me now, who is the better football player?
Mikel, easily.
Mikel is not. I'm sorry.
What?
A guy-
And Ramsey's
no,
clearly the
so like,
better. What?
you kind of say, okay, because he stands in the right place at the right time, he's a better. No, that's just mean he knows how to play his role well.
No, man.
As
Mikel.
far as footballing talent,
Yeah.
passes sideways and backwards.
Watch young Mikel, man. He won the second best player at the, I think, what World
That
Cup?
was ages ago. We're talking like now.
Yeah,
What the
but
hell?
we're talking pure talent. You don't.
That was like, I don't know, 10 years ago. Maybe.
You don't lose.
Abdul,
don't lose
cannot
your
tell me
talent,
that
guys.
a guy who passes backwards and sideways is better than a guy who's actually very good on the ball. Maybe he makes some mistakes, but at least he's taking risks. He's taking risks. At least Ramsey's actually trying to do some risks.
But Mikel, you don't lose your talent, guys. Like,
Look, man,
Mikel didn't lose his
I didn't,
talent.
Abdul, I didn't know there was talent in
Let's bring some
sideways
new
and
guys into
backwards,
the
man.
Nigeria. Abe, is your mic working, man? Abe.
Yo.
Okay, look, he's out. Bags, is your mic working, bro?
Yeah.
All right, Bagsy, man, ask the man, give me the lowdown. What the hell happened?
The same thing that always happens. Chelsea
No. You need to give me more than that. Okay, what is Wenger to blame? Is Mertesacker to blame? Is the pitch to blame? Is the groundsman to blame? Who's to blame?
I think it's just both. Mertesacker for the challenge because it's a red. Like I don't get why people are saying it's a diamond.
No, it's a red. Come on, it's a red.
Yeah.
It's a red.
Anybody that says that they can just care out, man. It's a red.
No,
Yeah, it's a red card.
Fan TV, that's why. And as for Wenger, taking off Giroud was a wrong option, to be honest.
Yeah, Joe Campbell. She should have taken off Joe Campbell.
No, Joe Campbell was good though. Walker should have gone off.
No, because I mean, Walker always gives you
Joe
down the
Campbell.
counter.
Oh, Walker should have gone off.
Walker
Walker,
on the counter.
Either or, but actually, you know what? Listen, my thing is that you know what's technical for Walcott. I mean, yeah, because Joe Campbell.
He didn't need Walker to make runs, and
He didn't make.
He doesn't do that. Campbell doesn't make runs or anything.
Walker
like
is a fraud though. He missed
player.
Yeah.
Ozil on the pitch, so I would take off Joe Campbell.
Oh, okay, look, I know. So this is something to add as well because I'm putting it out here right now. Chelsea to beat PSG.
That's ludicrous, man. Take that back.
Sue me. Feel free to sue
Probably.
I would, but I don't have any money.
They probably will, to be
Feel
honest.
free to sue me.
PSG are just.
They're not a different planet, man. Come on.
No, PSG will win, man. PSG.
Yeah, man. PSG clean house. Don't.
I don't look. I've laid it down. I've laid it down. What's today's date? 24th of Jan, Sunday. Basically, I'm putting out 2 calls now. It's the 24th of January. These are my 2 calls. Sue me, book it. Chelsea to beat PSG, Leicester City for the title. I'm locked in. I'm locked in.
Look, I mean,
Have you checked Leicester
guys,
fixtures?
Sue me, I don't give a damn. Say what you want.
Anything can happen, but you can't give me footballing, like actual footballing proof to why Chelsea will beat PSG. But anything can happen.
Exactly.
What about Leicester City? They're not gonna win a thing.
Yeah, I know.
No. They have a better chance than Arsenal.
Oh, that's false, man.
Can I no, seriously, can the man explain? Can I you said you wanted, can I please explain? Okay, I'll explain. So Mana, you said that you sorry, Abdul, a footballing reason why Chelsea will beat PSG.
Yep.
First of all, PSG, I don't trust them under Laurent Blanc. That's the first thing. Second thing is that they are going to they will underestimate Chelsea. Chelsea that game as underdogs.
But PSG's team's too stacked.
Hey man, can a man preach? I beg. I see. Hiddink with Chelsea, these guys are improving. They're getting better. They're now working better with Hiddink's things. Costa, in my view, will be the best striker on that pitch.
That's true.
No. Remember, this is conditional. If Costa is not fit, PSG will win. If Chelsea have all of their players fit, especially Diego Costa, and you've got Mikel and Matip as defensive mates, I am picking Chelsea because Costa is going to cause danger to those boys.
I'm hearing no one mentioned
Garbage. I said it. They are garbage.
It's literally it's kind of funny how no one's actually mentioning Hazard in this conversation.
Look, he doesn't exist. Hazard doesn't exist. He's irrelevant. Second thing, Mane, you were saying that about Leicester City, about why we think they can win the league. In my view, I'm putting Arsenal out of the equation. They're not even in the
Oh my goodness, come on.
Yes. I'm done.
Arsenal are not going to win the league.
Okay, if you win the league, it's all on you then.
No. Okay, no. So basically, this is between Man City and Leicester, and the reason why I say Leicester City is that I just feel that Aguero's going to get an injury, a serious injury at one point. Boni has been breaking it up as well, and I think that Man City will keep on dropping these loose points here and there. They'll win like a few games, then they'll lose average 3 games. I just have a strong feeling that this could just be that crazy season that Leicester just get it done.
I believe it or not, I agree with you. I picked City at the beginning of the season, but I'm changing my pick to Leicester.
Can I just say this though? City and Arsenal are both have had rough patches so far. Leicester City have played the best football already. They've already reached their peak.
Bags, Arsenal are not in the conversation. I'm telling you right now.
Plus, have you guys seen Leicester's next fixtures, man?
We're not talking about losers. We're talking about winners.
Leicester are winners, so I don't understand what you're
No. Listen, Mohammed and Bagsy. can you honestly tell me that Wenger can deliver a Premier League title?
I think Alexis and Coquelin can.
Who the hell is Coquelin, man?
Those two
Sanchez.
we
Don't
Okay, don't.
I think those two we missed the most.
Oh my.
And they're back, so why not?
Oh boy.
Oh, by the way, Abdul, Alexis Sanchez is top 10 players in the world. That's a fact, whether you like it or not. That whether you like it or not, he's better than Isco. He's better than
Mane, pipe down, my friend, pipe down. Abdul, this is how we started this hangout. So please tell me, what is this background noise? Look, Bagsy, man. I'm gonna mute you, man.
By the way, guys, Spurs are only 5 points off the top.
Abdul,
No, man.
I'm not in the conversation.
Yeah.
they're Spurs. Come on, that's what you forget.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
I'm
true.
not in the conversation. I'm sorry.
That's true.
Not in the conversation.
But top four.
Seriously, Abdul, tell me. So, what is the issue with Christina now?
No. First of all, I owe you an apology.
Oh,
Because a few weeks back, you made a Brick d'Or video, and you had Cristiano. And I think he finished third, and I was mad. I was saying that you're a hater. No, I think he should have finished first. I want you to delete that video.
I think he actually finished second, I believe.
Or second. I want you to delete that video and redo it and make sure Ronaldo wins that award. Second,
okay, no, guys, relax. So, Abdul, so what are the clear footballing reasons as to why you've now gone to the very pit of your opinion about Cristiano right now?
because we have a player that is useless. It's Falcao 2.0, but the difference is that he actually thinks he's good. So he walks around the pitch, yelling at everyone, diving, asking for penalties, playing with his eyebrows. So that's the only difference.
Okay, let me play devil's advocate. What if Champions League Roma, the boy scores 4 goals against Roma?
Yeah, if he scores 4 tap-ins, good for him. I still don't give a shit. I mean, he just bottled like 3-4 sitters against Real Betis. We should have won that game easily. He was the only player that was poor on that pitch, and he's the only thing he could do is tap the ball in, and he still doesn't do it now. Like, it's embarrassing for a footballer. He's absolutely useless. I would actually take Falcao. At least Falcao tried.
No, that's not
No. One sec. At least Falcao actually tries. Like, he wants to be good. He presses the ball. Ronaldo doesn't need. This guy just stands there. He thinks he's actually good. He's absolute garbage. If we renew his contract, I'll probably stop supporting the club. This is how embarrassing he is.
No. Okay. Look, my thing is that, and this is why media and how media can be influential. How it's
Ronaldo, whatever his name is, that kid.
Yeah, basically, because basically my thing is that, look, man, because I've been saying this for a long time, that I look at Cristiano like, what does this guy actually do? Upon all the insults I give towards Messi and everything about World Cup medal, this dude's consistency is off the chain. As of 2016 right now, this guy is still playing amazing, playing at a very high level. Cristiano, over the last few seasons, he's slowly depreciated. Maybe he'll score 5 goals in one game, 2 goals in one game, but in many games, this guy is literally not doing hardly anything in a game. But this media still perpetuates this whole Messi v Cristiano because people are so obsessed with clickbait and drawing people to their sites, because people, like, I don't know, maybe it's part of human nature where you just have to idolize something, even if what you're idolizing isn't actually very good. You just have to listen, like David Beckham. Right? David Beckham, no, this guy was not a very good football player. He just wasn't. But because he's blonde, blue eyes, he has this image, he's now an idol that people idolize. Whereas I know the thing that he's supposed to be good at, he's not actually very good at it. He's good at aspects of it, he's not very good. But the same thing with Cristiano is that he's not a very good football player at the core of it. And as Abdul said,
but I would argue that
at least score tap-ins, my friend. At least score tap-ins. You can't do that.
No, this guy, this guy should have been banned for the whole season. Every match, he punches an opposition's player. He kicks an opposition, and the ref lets go of it. Every single match. I can make a 10-minute video of Cristiano punching players, and he gets away with it. I don't know how.
He did it today again, innit? I think.
So, every match he kicks a player. He punches a player.
He's now violent or something.
It was always fine, actually.
At least
To
he's
be honest.
contributing something now, Halfo.
That's the
No, the guy better watch that, man, because look, for those underwear ads, man, you have to have a clean image, man. So you can't start punching people. If you want a movie career, man, you have to, curb that thing, man.
He's
But look,
simply finished. He's finished.
But still, I think Abdul, man, because I was watching Juve against Roma today, and yeah, Roma have sort of improved defensively.
Definitely, though. I mean, Shafi has improved.
No, we're gonna beat Roma. We're playing really well today. Like we tied today, but that was a really, really good performance. We just didn't finish. If Ronaldo finished, that match would have been 4-5-1. Especially defensively today, they scored one goal that was just an unbelievable goal.
So, and how is Bale playing then?
Bale is injured.
He's injured, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Look, man. Quickly, just on the last 20 minutes of this day, man. Something that obviously I was just discussing with guys. Elite central midfielders. So just want to just get your thoughts.
Sergio Roberto, Iniesta.
Elite, man.
Verratti.
Hey, Rakitic is elite.
Sergi what?
What the hell, Rakitic? Are you on crack?
What do you mean, Sergi what? Sergi Roberto. Remember the name. Remember the name.
Are you mad? Okay, Mane, I will rephrase the question again. We are talking about elite, not backyard.
Top 5.
We're talking about elite central midfielders. So
let me tell you something. Roberto will have a bigger career than Isco.
Oh, that's a joke. The guy is a good squad player, but he's not talented.
Okay. Basically, in my views, that I feel that I put out 3 names, but maybe 2. I say that Gundogan, Verratti, Modric,
Cruz,
of course.
Wait.
Tony
What
Kroos,
about
elite
Iniesta?
Iniesta's not
Iniesta's not consistent enough.
Man, I say pure central midfielder, like a pure central midfield player. So not attacking mid or off the thing, purely in the center of the pitch, central mid.
Then there's only 3, I think.
Come on, Cruz has to be in there.
I won't. I mean, Cruz, I'll say it's very good. I won't put him elite as like one of the best.
Come on, Cruz has done everything.
No, but as in just as far as just like central mid, because I mean like whenever he's like in very difficult games, tough games, he sort of like escapes and he doesn't really run the game as much as I would really expect him to. So I'm not really too sure about putting him in that ilk. But guys, man,
what about Rakitic?
What about
Why are we being biased?
Come on, you can't be
Why are we being biased?
No.
He's
There's
a
no
fucking player.
biased, man. Come on.
Look, man, I'll give you this. Rakitic is good. Rakitic is good, but
He's not elite.
Not elite, of course.
Come on, man, please.
I've never seen him run a game, like actually run a game.
Yeah, he hasn't done that yet.
Listen.
Rakitic
What are the people that you just mentioned?
What is it?
Repeat the elite people. Go again with the elite.
Gundogan of Dortmund,
Modric.
Verratti of PSG, Modric. Are you going to argue with that?
Gundogan is one, yeah.
Gundogan? Rakitic is better than Gundogan.
Oh my
I don't care. Sue me. I don't care.
Now you're being biased, you see.
He's a nothing player, bro.
It's like now you're being like this guy, Gundogan, this guy is excellent. This guy is an excellent
Baller.
He does everything, literally,
guys, man, that guy is extremely good. Because remember, you've not yet seen, because like I just found out, just like on the forum, man, the German guys on the chat box said that he's never actually been in an international tournament. He's always been
injuries, in it. That's why
I don't think
he
Royce
won't
is
go to
either.
the World Cup due to injury.
Apparently, you come low. Apparently, he's gonna start Schweinsteiger.
What? No way, man.
Schweinsteiger is
but the thing is, like, he's actually the captain of the team.
Exactly. That's why he might start.
What?
I mean,
that's a joke.
But to be honest, though, because you've got Toni Kroos there as well, because you've got to really have Kroos and Gundogan in the middle.
Yeah, Schweinsteiger is garbage too.
He's crap this season. Yeah, I think it's finished, man. Literally,
the guy literally used all of his juice in that World Cup final. He literally used every last ounce of his energy in that World Cup final. So, but I mean, for me, because really, the thing with Pogba, it's weird because he's not actually played in the center of the pitch. He's played like on the wing. So you're not even seeing most of you're actually not seeing more of him in the center. So it's sort of like a bit weird. In that.
He's more of a box to box, though, I think.
I want to
Yeah,
ask you a
box.
question.
Yeah, well, go for it.
I missed the Juventus Roma game. How was my boy Dybala?
He balled.
Man, whew, that boy, man, wow. Because things like he didn't actually have his best game, but
He still
that's when
came
you
up
know a
here.
guy's amazing. He knew that, man, my team needs me. I just need to make it happen. Pogba getting the ball, nice through ball, sweet finish with that left foot. Great finish. Like the guy's like, when I just look at this guy, no, this guy's his control of the ball is just ridiculous. Like the control that he has on the ball is just amazing. And just how he just drifts past players, he can be on the wing, he can be in the center.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy is just
I fear for Bayern, man. Boateng is out for 3 months.
look.
Yeah.
Look,
Big difference, huh? Big difference.
look.
What do you
Let
mean?
me-
He's not
let me
even
just
that
say this right
good.
You're
Let
so
me just say this right now.
Oh
I don't.
my God.
I'm not going to tempt fate because the match is a few weeks away. But let me just say this right now. Bayern better pray Boateng is fit for that game.
He's not fit. It's a fact.
3 months.
Doping, use drugs or doping, whatever. Go to
Listen.
the doctor.
So
So
who's going to be playing then? Is it?
No, one sec.
Super.
Listen.
catch too bad. And
Oh,
that's
Lord.
in the middle.
And Alaba, yeah, because Benatia and Martinez are injured too.
Bloody hell.
They
And
always
do
have injury problems.
you know what some of the Germans were saying? That they said that this is now like the second or third time it's happened. So they said there's something wrong with his training regime, which is really just causing these injuries.
Yeah, remember when he blamed it on the doctor and kicked him out?
They actually fired him.
Yeah, the fraud piece of shit. He deserves it.
I mean, basically, my thing with Pep is that, look, man, as I've always said, Pep's a really good coach. He's not a great manager, and the issue with Pep is that
He's a genius, not a great coach.
Oh my
Mourinho
God.
is a great coach. Pep Guardiola is a genius.
I
if
can't wait for
Special
Allegri.
special
Calm down,
squad
man.
alert.
Coach Scunthorpe win something with Scunthorpe.
Oh, Arsenal.
Tell that to Mourinho. He almost got Chelsea relegated. So let's
Who won the
not
Champions
pick
League
apart
with FC
things
Porto?
here.
Who won the Champions League with FC Porto?
Who almost relegated Chelsea, champions of England?
I can't wait for
Mourinho.
Allegri. I can't wait for Allegri to absolutely dick Pep.
Porto is not exactly a poverty team. You know that, right?
But Pep, you coached Barcelona and Bayern Munich, two giants of their domestic leagues, respectively, and two of the biggest clubs in the world. Okay,
Fair enough, but you can't expect him to downgrade just to prove people's points here.
Yeah,
He's gonna take the best jobs available. He's not
basically,
gonna.
He did downgrade.
For Pep, look at Pep's thing with Bayern right now. You took over a team that won the treble. Your fault, not my fault. That's your fault that they won the treble. And because you've taken over of them, you will only be a success if you win that damn Champions League. 2 seasons, semi-final, you got bounced. Big time. So
It's not his problem. It's not his problem that Boateng can't defend one-on-one.
But he's still the manager of the team.
Oh.
So
He's one of the best defenders
I'm still
one-on-one.
holding him culpable. I'm still holding.
Boateng is elite, man. You rate some weird players like Rakitic and Sergio Roberto, and you don't
How
rate
is he
Boateng.
elite?
Well, man, the guy's on drugs, man. The guy's on drugs.
Listen,
The guy
listen.
is.
If you put any decent center back at Boateng's position and they just hold it out, it doesn't really matter. Boateng, if you saw him in the Champions League semifinal, he's not really. He's a bit overrated. If you see he can't even defend,
But
simple defend like that, he can do
But
it.
you take Mascherano over him, right?
Without question.
Mascherano, are you
He can make a
stupid?
tackle. He can make a tackle, unlike
Mascherano-
Boateng.
Like, you're so biased, man.
Mascherano is just like
I
Zuma.
understand that you support Barcelona, but when you come into this thing, you have to have some objectivity. Look at Abdul. Abdul is a Real Madrid fan. Look at his damn avatar, because he's being objective.
Listen, wait till Boateng's
Yo,
gonna get
you make me one
exposed,
for
and then
Ramsey.
you're gonna realize.
Mohammed,
gonna
I
get
can
exposed.
get you one for Ramsey, one for Ozil, one for everyone.
Make one
No,
for
no, no, no,
Mikel.
no,
Make one
just
for
the
Mikel.
Ramsey
Make one
No, Mikel's my boy.
Abdul, make one for tweet it to me, please. I'll use it as my dear. So make one for Mikel, please. Like, and make one for Mikel. Make one for Yakubu as well. Make one for those two. I'll use that as my new Facebook profile. Okay, look, basically, my thing is that, look, man, okay, when does this damn Champions League start? I mean, when are the?
I think it's February like 15th or something like that.
Let me.
3 weeks
Or
from
12. Let me check.
3 weeks from Tuesday, I think.
16th. What is it? 16th of Feb. Yeah.
3 weeks from Tuesday, exactly.
All right. So 16th of Feb is the PSG Chelsea. 17th of Feb is Roma Real Madrid. And
Man, I'm gonna have to dip so many passes.
Okay. So 23rd is Juve Bayern. See, that's the thing. Do you know how stupid people have to be, man? Because basically, I wanted to watch this thing with my boy, who's an Arsenal fan, and I was saying, look, man, we've got to do Juve Bayern tomorrow at the night. He said, well, the stupid idiots put Arsenal and Barcelona on the same night. Will it be
It's disorganized. It's just UEFA, man.
No, that's it.
To
Would
be
it be
fair,
so hard
it's-
to change the damn schedule? Is it that hard?
To be fair, it'll be a lubrication, so he might not want to watch it. You know,
No, man, please, man. Look, switch. Just put PSV Atletico and do a switch. So put Arsenal and Barcelona on the 24th, PSV Atletico on the 23rd.
Well, the best thing is to watch Juve Bayern and then tape the Arsenal Barca game just for like pornography purposes.
Oh my goodness.
Mohammed, don't.
Are you gonna wank to it then?
Arsenal have
Are you gonna wank to it?
Mohammed, don't you dare tell me that Arsenal have a chance in hell.
Of course you don't.
Mertesacker's gonna
Mertesacker
Mertesacker's gonna shit himself when he sees Messi and Suarez on the same field.
Okay, Mane, let me tell you too. So Mane, if, and this won't happen, I'm just talking in a very hypothetical sense, if by all dear miracles of all uses, Arsenal somehow, some way, even if I know it's impossible, somehow beats Barcelona over 2 legs, do you promise to come back to the hangout and discuss it?
I'll come back. You know, if they beat us, I'll actually put Wenger AVI for like 6 months. If they do, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's not gonna do it. It's not gonna happen. Come on,
now, Mane, you cannot go back on that. So this has been re-recorded. So if you go back on that, you're not the man. You have to. That's what men do, man. Man's word. If Arsenal beats Barcelona over 2 legs, you'll put a Wenger AVI on your avatar and you will tweet out, Wenger is an amazing manager and I'm sorry for what I've said against Arsenal, as a tweet for people to say.
I will do that. I will do that.
The same half-hope. It's only fair.
Mohammed, fair enough. Mohammed,
actually,
Mohammed, do you know what the funny thing is that there is a 0.006%.
So there is a chance. So
Mohammed,
there is a chance.
Mohammed, it's not gonna happen. Like, I'm just saying, you know what? Look, for that very minute, look, there's a chance and an ant could beat freaking Conor McGregor in the UFC. So there's 0.0% chance.
I hope Arsenal. I'm actually cheering for Arsenal.
Why, Abdul? I'm busy.
No, because like I needed Arsenal fans to just go back down to earth. So they're already back down, so it's okay.
Listen. Even if you cheer for them and they win, they're still gonna waste it. They're gonna meet like a poverty club, like even the Israeli team, if they made it. Horrible club, and then they're gonna waste it.
Look at Rachel, please, kids, watch this thing. Carry on.
PG, mate.
Yo, Double H, did you see that tweet about Mikel? Comes home and empties his pocket.
No, I haven't. What's that?
That's what the hilarious tweet. That was because the key thing about that tweet is that look at Mikel's face. Look at how happy he is, and now look at what the tweet said. That was funny. That was a very
wallet, phone, Ozil.
Look, man. I mean, basically, the thing with man, Ozil. Do you know the funny thing is that Cathedral? Have we heard from him? Where is Cathedral now?
I actually don't know.
Top 5, elite.
But come on,
best
guys,
number 10 in the world.
Realistically, what do you expect him to do with 10 men? I mean, even then he was playing as a false 9. So I mean, cut him some slack at least.
Mohammed,
the
key thing that is that Mohammed is that like the thing with it's what like Abdul was alluding to. This is football, and football is football. We've all played football, so we all know how it works.
We all know how hard it is to play against 11.
It's we know this, but man, look at how hard Ramsey was working. Look how hard Alexis was working. Look at how hard Bellerin was working. There were guys who were working hard in that game. Maybe it wasn't coming off, but really, Ramsey was putting in a shift. Sanchez, for the little minutes...
Ramsey sucks, man. Ramsey just sucks.
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that Arsene Wenger chose Ozil over Cesc? Cesc did more in 4 months than Ozil has done ever since the
Fabregas, I don't leave out for that.
Mohammed, let's have a look at Ozil versus Chelsea. 8 games, 0 goals, 0.
You can say about every player though, and no one's three scored against them. So you can say about any player.
3 chances.
That's why
you could do that exactly with any player.
But all he did.
You got Ramsey, do it with Sanchez.
All he did in games against Chelsea is
Mohammed, though. Mohammed, like,
chances.
Is it fair enough? Okay, is it fair that Ozil should only be critiqued based on his playmaking and that's it, just for his through balls? That's it. Because remember, Mane mentioned Pirlo. Pirlo's game is dominating. He's a playmaker, but his game is where he runs the game. That's what Pirlo's shtick is.
They're also different kinds of players.
But think about if your thing can only be like, okay, if you assist or you play through balls, that's it. Like
that's why I said
because remember, you're a midfielder or you're an attacking midfielder. You have to either control the game, take shots, run with the ball.
Again, that's why I said at the start you can't really trust Ozil to come up.
He can't dictate. He can only dictate in the final third. There's a huge difference between being able to dictate.
Well, he's done that before in other games. Just not against.
No, he can only dictate in the final third. Ozil cannot dictate like in the middle of the pitch. Come on,
he's done that before. He's done that before against West Ham. Against West Ham.
Against West Ham, what the hell is that? Like,
well, look, man, they're doing all right, man. You can't diss them.
Look, I've watched Ozil for years at Real Madrid. He can't dictate outside of the final third. Like, it's a fact.
Who's the best number 10?
I don't care, man. Number 10s are pussies.
Whoa, easy, man. No, number 10s are. Look, man, those guys are. Look, man, best number 10. I mean,
Ozil.
Babs, please, come on.
Guys, but seriously,
who else?
I don't know, to be honest.
Who else?
Imagine
guys, Mkhitaryan, man, for Dortmund is pretty good.
Come on, the guy that wasted so many chances in the Champions League, year in, year out.
My friend, this season he's changed. This has been his best season.
Double H, doesn't he play on the right though, or does he play 10?
Yeah, he actually plays as a right wing. So
no, but the thing that it's weird because like literally he does play on the wing, but he keeps on drifting into the middle, so it's sort of like very fluid.
So he's a false 10.
Like Dortmund, nobody has like a fixed position. Like they're either on the wing, they're in the middle. It's all very.
No, he's not really a number 10.
He wears the bloody number 10 jersey.
That doesn't mean he's a number 10.
Look, he's a number 10. My friend. He wears the damn jersey.
If you're a coach,
Jack Wilshere wears number 10. It doesn't mean he's a number 10.
If you're a coach, you don't really want a number 10 because like these days, number 10s are just final third players that are lazy and do nothing else. Like. You want players that can do much more than just a final pass.
Ozil wasn't lazy today, though. That's the thing. Like he's actually tried hard a bit for like the first time.
Yeah,
that's
but
one thing I say.
For me, like in my view, is like that's why I don't even like using the term like number 10s, number 9s.
Yeah, exactly. I just say a creative player. That's.
Thank you because basically like basically when I was growing up, man, like you had to have 2 strikers. So there wasn't really a number 10 per se. You had your 2 strikers. Then maybe your attacking midfielder, then you maybe a winger. So there really wasn't a number 10 because, like, basically, like Del Piero, for instance, you could say, was it a number 10 or was it just a supporting striker? So it was very different. But now we have like the lone striker.
Yeah, they've overcomplicated a bit. There's a number 6.
But you can't.
Yeah, it's like basically it's all very weird and like you don't have like wingers who are like sort of like are they wingers or are they like false 9 or false strikers? I'm like, okay,
like Neymar, for example, he's not a winger, right? He's not like he doesn't play like a winger. He's a false, like what they call it now is false 10. He's a player that's a number 10, but he's on the wing.
I call it a hybrid.
Nowadays, yeah.
I mean, look, but I think like the good thing, the flip side is that it's good. The game has to evolve, and formations evolve, tactics evolve, so that it's a lot harder for teams to defend against. But in my view, is that same thing with the issue with like Neymar on the wing or like Joel Campbell on the wings. Like, in my view, like growing up, if you're a winger, your main objective is to cross or to try and cut inside and score goals. But your main thing is you're trying to cross. You're walking the wing because you're trying to stretch the pitch. But if
you're Di Maria.
Di Maria is a
Di
classic.
Maria, no, basically, Di Maria, like for me, is like one of the best wingers in the world, 100%, easily.
Yeah.
But
there are barely any wingers though, if you think
that's the
about
thing,
it.
because basically what they've done is
Costa
that,
is a winger. Costa's a winger.
Yeah, Costa is a winger. Yeah.
He's a winger. He's a pure winger.
there we go. Yeah, no, but what they've done is that like wingers now, they have that position because they don't want them to be in the center of the pitch so that it's too clogged up. So they have space to pretty much now cut in. Because Robin is the biggest insult to wingers that there's ever been. He's an insult to wingers. Same as Cristiano, because these guys, they don't cross. You know,
Literally
like, wingers are supposed to be very unselfish.
But Double H, why would you want a player as talented as like a Ribery, Neymar, or Robin to waste their time crossing? Like they can just cut in, stick it in the right top corner.
No, but that's what it depends on. That basically, it's
Isn't that what Figo used to do the whole time? He was a winger, but he always
He's come inside. Yeah, I mean that's what he pretty much.
No. I mean, basically, in my view, like the perfect. Basically, I look at someone like Dole Costa or Di Maria. I think it's more beneficial to a team where a guy, if he's good enough, he knows when to go outside and cross. He knows when to cut inside and shoot. But for someone like Cristiano, he doesn't have that ability to like walk the wing and put in a good cross. Di Maria knows how to go outside, walk that edge, hit it on cross on the byline, or he can cut inside, cross from deep, or he can cut inside and actually take a shot. So it's more like a three-dimensional way of playing, which makes it's a lot harder to defend. But if it's Cristiano or Robin, they will always cut inside. So if you're a smart defender, you know how to defend him because you know that this guy.
You can't stop Robin though.
You can't defend Robin.
Did you know the weird thing though? It's weird because I look at Robin like, you know what he's going to do, but why can't you get the ball?
Exactly.
Because he dives. Because he dives half the time.
Man.
No, he doesn't dive, man. But do you know what it is with Robin?
For the Mexicans out there, he dives half the time. We saw that.
That was a
World
penalty,
Cup quarterfinal, he dived, clear dive. That fraud.
No, basically, I think the thing with Robin is that it's one of those things of where it's like because I've played against players like that those before, where it's like when they cut inside, they know that the defender knows what they're going to do. But when you put like your body in a shape where if you try and tackle him, it's going to be a foul.
Exactly.
They're basically shielding the ball away from you. But they're just teasing you with the ball, to knowing that, like, look, mates, if you're going to call for that tackle, I'm going to be quick enough for you that if you go for that tackle, you're going to foul me, and it's going to be a foul. Hence why defenders, they basically, it's almost like with like Messi as well. It's like with Messi, you know that, you know what he's going to do, but you know that, man, if I go and do that tackle, I can't get that ball because that ball is too quick. You know, that guy's just too quick with his feet. So, it's messed up. But I think I would like to see more natural, pure wingers in the game because look at Arsenal's situation. Joel Campbell, he's not a winger, and he doesn't know how to play as a winger. So he will always keep on cutting inside. So
I think he's actually more suited to being a number 10 because
he's
a very creative
that
player.
guy.
Because he should really be a number 10, but we don't have.
Man, match of the day is so racist. I mean,
they don't highlight him, and
Yeah.
Joe Campbell. Every time, like Joe Campbell is actually a very intelligent player, and every time they talk about him,
he is
very fast, very quick. Look at the power.
No. But I think it's just one of those things. Like, I think it's just like in English culture, where like all they can say about black players is like quick, strong,
they're fast and powerful. Yeah.
No, because that's why I say like, and then when you got a guy like JJ Okocha who was playing for Bolton, they're like, oh no, he's now using the party tricks. It's not party tricks. It's football.
The thing is they don't really have many English players that can do that. So they somewhat criticize him for doing stuff like that.
We didn't talk about Liverpool and how good Jordan Henderson is as a midfielder. I mean, excellent value for money. If you buy him, excellent value for money. He just works hard.
He's top five. He's top 5. No
He's not even that bad. Come on, he's better than Ramsey.
They're even quite similar, to be honest. Like they're like a similar type of player in a sense. They both work hard but have no technique.
But look, I mean, before we go there, I mean, like just very quickly, like on that England things, like basically when I was like in school in England, like when we were trained up, we're trained not to actually enjoy the game or to like if you dribbled, you got sent down to the seconds or the thirds. Like you were trained, like basically it was like work hard fitness. Like wait a minute, we're like 12 years old. why are we sprinting? Why are we so obsessed with winning the game? We're like 12 years old. Why don't we just enjoy the game? But you look at Italy, Spain, in the continent, those young boys, you're trained to actually just be good on the ball, to actually dribble, to have good technique. But in England, it's like just pace, power, strength.
Just to add to that as well.
And set pieces as well. They practice a lot.
Yeah, set pieces are crucial.
Yeah,
but just to add to that, they also tell defenders to actually target skillful players to actually take them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're told to take them out.
Yeah, and also as well, even for defending as well, you look at in Italy, defending is an art. Where defenders in Spain or in Italy, they actually train to be good on the ball and actually have a brain. Not get rid. What the hell is that? Get rid. So, on that note, man, I am getting the rid out of here, man. Peace out, man, guys. Peace out.